I'm gonna tell you a secret that nobody's talking about when negotiating cars that just saved my client $10,000. If you don't know, my name's Tommy. I've been in the car business most of my adult life, done sales, done finance, and now I negotiate car deals. Enough about me, let's talk about this secret. I'm gonna tell you the secret, but I have to give you some context to the story first. I've been working with a client for about 2 weeks now as we're looking for a truck for his business. We are looking for a very particular truck that's hard to find. A GMC Sierra HD 2023, 2024, super low miles or brand new, has to be a Denali, and a few other options, few colors that it has to be. Very particular truck that's extremely hard to find. And when I mean extremely hard to find, I've been working with dealers. I've talked to about 60 in the Northwest area. So that's where he's in the Northwest. And out of those 60 dealerships, there's only 5 of these trucks that I can find examples of. Now, with those 5 trucks that examples of, I can barely get off MSRP. Compare that to ordering one or getting one that's on the way. I can maybe get about $1,500 off, but this is a $94,000 truck. I should definitely get a better discount than this. And depending on where you are in the country, you might be confused if you know the truck market. Because if you live in Texas or the Midwest, you might be saying, what are you talking about, Tommy? We have 40 of these trucks on the lot. Compare that to living in New York, living in LA, or living in New York, where these are very much more green cities that don't have a lot of these trucks. They don't have as big of inventories. So that's the secret, is looking outside your market. And more in particular, being willing to ship a car. Now again, shipping a car has to have all the right dynamics to make into play. For example, we wanna have a newer vehicle with low miles or a brand new vehicle, and we wanna make sure we have a video of the car to make sure it's in good quality condition, but people don't think about shipping a car. So let me tell you about the deal I got, and then I'll keep going into shipping cars. But this client, we actually went all the way to Iowa to find this vehicle, and we're gonna get shipped out to him. And with this deal on a 2023 CPO with only 6,000 miles, this is over $25,000 less than a new one and $10,000 cheaper than anything used within a 500 miles than him. This is a phenomenal deal, and I argue that it's probably the best 2023 Sierra deal that I could find in the country. I did look nationwide to see if I could beat it. I couldn't beat it. That's how crazy of a deal. It's because this dealership had this truck and they couldn't get rid of it. Compare that to Seattle, where somebody would have died for that truck. Another example I'll use is that there's a dealership in Iowa that right now has a red 2023 G-Wagon with like 5,000 miles on it. It's super mint, super crazy, but they've had this car in their lot for 8, 9, 10 months. They cannot sell this car. They can't get rid of it. Now, if we go to Miami and look at the Miami lot, people are charging $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 above MSRP for G-Wagons. They can't keep them on their lot. It's because this car is in the wrong market. And if you're willing to look around in different markets for your car, you might be able to save yourself over $10,000 like I did in my client. So how do we find these deals? Well, we really have to think about where the car doesn't do well or where it does extremely well and there's a lot of inventory. For example, let's say you're buying a sports car, rear-wheel drive. The first thing I'm gonna be looking at maybe is a big city, but I'd also be looking up north where it's about to snow, winter's about to get bad, and any dealership that's stuck with a rear-wheel drive car on their lot knows they're probably gonna keep it all winter. So they're gonna be willing to discount that car like crazy. Let's also think about like an electric car. Electric cars don't do as well in snow. Again, I'm looking up north. I'm looking in the Midwest where there isn't the electric situation when it comes to the charging system compared to big cities. If there's an electric car in the Midwest, I probably get a way better deal than I get in LA or New York. Now, realistically, not every car is gonna do super well with this. For a Honda CR-V, for example, it's gonna be hard pressed to find a market that car doesn't do well in. But I did a BMW X7 deal not too long ago, and in Minnesota, this car was extremely hard to get. I couldn't find a dealership to get it, but I went down south I think to about Indiana, and there was a small little dealership that had a 2023 traded in with 6,000 miles. That was a farm town where there wasn't any really a population of like 5,000. They could not sell this car. They traded in for a truck, and I was able to get below invoice. Actually, I think I got like $16,000 off on this car at the time because they knew they couldn't sell this vehicle. So I actually just got it at wholesale. They were going to wholesale it to a different dealership. I ended up picking it up. So another example of finding a market that a car isn't going to do well and searching it out. And the best way to find these cars, other than thinking about the markets, is that I actually use AutoTempest. Not sponsored, but AutoTempest is a great tool. You can go online, AutoTempest.com. It searches like 7 different platforms. It's awesome. It's great. You can see how long cars have been on the lot. You can see a lot of information. You can go right to the dealer's website. It's how I negotiate any of my used car deals. So if you guys like content like this, I want you to like, follow, subscribe. Thank you guys all so much for the support. This is awesome. I'm again thinking about doing a live here very soon. So if you guys want to see that, you made it this far, put it down in the comment section. But thank you guys all and have a great day. And again, if you made it this far, it must mean you like my content. I'm actually doing something new with my Instagram now where I'm actually posting like behind the scenes content and me actually negotiating. I might do a few video reels. So if you guys want to see that and see behind the scenes content, right now it's always been just reposting what I have on my TikTok, but I'm going to start doing new content. So if you guys like that, follow on that platform as well. But thank you guys all and have a great day.